to look at our person of interest this morning. Now today we are thrilled to welcome Admiral Arti Sarin, the first woman to serve as the Director General of the Armed Forces Medical Services. Her journey is truly inspiring, spanning across 3 decades and encompassing all the 3 services where she has commanded some of our most prestigious institutes. With her expertise in radiology, oncology, Admiral Sarin is not just making waves in her field, but she's also paving the way for future generations of women leaders as well. As a shining icon of Nari Shakti initiative, she is a passionate advocate for women in the armed forces. Also, a little bit of backgrounder from her is from her commissioning back in 1985 to her current role. Admiral Sarin's story is one of dedication and empowerment. So let's dive in and get a glimpse of what really fuels her passion for uplifting women in the armed forces. Good morning, ma'am, and thanks so much for joining us here on the Breakfast Club. Thrilled to be speaking to the first DG, a woman DG of the Medical Corps here, and big congratulations to you on this appointment. Firstly, tell us, how does it feel to be making history at this point? And what message do you have for our younger women who are watching you right now?
First of all, thank you so much for your congratulatory message. And I feel really proud assuming the office of the DGFMS to head the Army Medical Corps. And my message would involve the word role model, because my role models have been my seniors, including 16 lady officers whom I'd like to acknowledge, who assumed the rank of general officer before me. And I have received encouragement and mentorship from each and every one of them to be able to be the DGFMS, a first for a woman in 77 years. And my message to the young women as a role model would be, set your goals on your own career choice. Prepare for this journey towards the goal. Get the best out of your education. Develop interpersonal communication skills, which are the most important, I think, in any profession, be it the armed forces, be it any other profession. Concentrate on physical fitness, which is lacking in our society today. And all of this will move you towards being very self-motivated and productive. And then you will become a role model for your juniors. And the world is really your canvas. And from there you can start a career. A very good one is one in the armed forces.
Well said, ma'am. You've had such a remarkable journey serving across all the 3 services actually. Could you share a memorable experience that has perhaps stayed with you throughout your career?
I have had several, like you've said, because it's been a career of 38 years. Remarkable memories. One are when I was posted at the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It was a very unique experience to be posted so far away, indulging in remote medical care, evacuating casualties when medical facilities were not what they are today. That's one of them. And after that, it was a routine, after which I did my specialization. But there was one very important event which has been featured even earlier, is the one where I was deputed on a duty for 3 months to Jammu and Kashmir to look after the civilian population during the days of militancy. The experiences I had, the people I met, and what I did has really stayed with me and kind of influenced my approach to everything in life.
Wow, sounds quite extraordinary over there, ma'am. But also, you've been very passionate about motivating young women to join the armed forces. What do you think are the most important qualities or values perhaps needed to succeed in this field?
Most important qualities or values needed to succeed in this field are an all-round personality development that anyway that the armed forces will ensure when they take you in by continuously training you at all stages of your career. like I said earlier, to set smart goals once you've chosen your career and teach and learn along your journey, celebrating your milestones each and every time. Be a leader, to be a leader, be a manager, to become a logistician, become an administrator, a good communicator, a multitasker that all women are very good at. And the most important, of course, is professional competence. That is the key to success in any field. And of course, self-motivation, a motivation to desire to serve the nation is what really required. And that comes when you train yourself so well.
Self-motivation turning out to be a key over there as well. But as the DG of Armed Forces Medical Services, you play a very critical role in shaping the medical policies for the armed forces as well. What are some of your key priorities as you take on this very important responsibility?
The key priorities that I intend to take up in this responsibility will be first to carry forward and consolidate the policies that have been already laid down by my seniors and predecessors. I will take those forward. I will take forward the vision statement of the DGFMS, aligning our goals with the Viksit Bharat 2047 initiative. All of the above towards achieving the highest standards of holistic health and all methodologies that would enhance the efficiency and the delivery of healthcare to each and every soldier, sailor, airmen, their dependents, and veterans, both in combat as well as in peace. Be it digital transformation, miniaturization, upgradation of equipment in stores, training, national faculty, as well as friendly foreign countries, I would take that forward. I would take innovation, I would take research forward through the Armed Forces Medical Services, as well as through various agencies like ICMR, the IITs, and the entire academia. I would also attempt to work upon physical fitness of the troops, prevention of injury, as well as mental health and resilience of our troops, which is right now very important, of the troops as well as their families.
Very important indeed, the mental health aspect that you have brought in there, ma'am. And finally, for all the young men and women watching today, what advice would you give them if they are dreaming of a career in the armed forces or in leadership roles just like yours?
What I would like to just advise everybody is, ensure you remain professionally sound throughout. I mean, you have to stay updated, even if you're very senior. You have to lead from the front. You have to draw strength from whatever you can lay your hand. Like lead from the front, draw strength from history's heroes, role models, fellow veterans. Your own inner fortitude is actually the most important part. Set in your SMART goals, approach them with teamwork. That's very important. Optimism is a force multiplier. Communication is the key. Be restless with status quo and inspire the young generation. They are gems. I work through the collective genius of my juniors. Continuous training is the mantra, a robust HR management system, and we must work towards personal as well as professional development of our juniors. So that would be in terms of leadership. And finally, to all the young men and women dreaming of a career in the armed forces, there is no better career than one in the armed forces. A profession, a way of life combined with a service to the nation. It is a profession that teaches you service before self, trains you to stay focused, disciplined, and determined. It encourages you to embrace challenges and opportunities and convert them into opportunities. Cultivate teamwork and kind of get into camaraderie. And above all, be a leader of men and women. You will have the advantage of an all-round personality development, healthcare, a good work-life balance, and the camaraderie and protection of the large armed forces family. You will do the nation and your family proud if you volunteer to be protectors of its freedom and guardians of its sovereignty and defenders of its democracy. So my message is join the armed forces and serve the nation.
That's a powerful pitch indeed. Admiral Arti, thank you so much for sharing your morning with us, for giving us so many words of wisdom and leaving us with so much of inspiration.